So Marcus Smart just had the greatest 0-point performance in NBA preseason history. And let me tell you why. But first, before we get into that, let's quickly take a look at this defensive sequence from the Lakers game versus the Suns. And I want you guys to just watch how coordinated and in sync the group was as a whole on this possession. Take a look at how active and attentive everyone is. With every action the Suns employ, the Lakers perfectly adapt to it by crisply rotating, cutting off driving lanes, and expertly helping out and converging. In general, there's an overall freneticness to their reaction timing that allow them to dictate the terms of this entire possession from start to finish. And in my opinion, this possession is the blueprint for how the Lakers should play defensively on a more consistent basis. And it's probably no coincidence that on this possession, we got our very first look at the Lakers' newest defensive bulldog, Marcus Smart. And that's who we'll be focusing on in today's video. So Marcus Smart suited up for the Lakers for the very first time this past week, and in 20 minutes he took no shots, scored no points, and didn't record a single stat besides 1 assist. And this wasn't even it. But in today's video, we are going to take a deeper look at how his presence changed the geometry of the court for the Lakers defensively. In this first play, watch as he tracks Jared Butler across a screen and flails his long 6'9" wingspan to harass him, because the handsy, jumpy, and frenetic way he engages defenders definitely stands out. There's rarely ever a moment when he's not pressing up or raising his arms to impede. And with his active hands always in swiper mode, ball handlers can never rest easy with him in a crouched stance, because Marcus Smart is one of the best pickpockets in the league. Watch him on this next play expertly read the screen and give Butler a nice stiff arm, all while he continues swiping away and making his entire drive awkward and uncomfortable. Here, he got called for the foul for sticking his arm and leg out, but in general, I just like that there are never any easy, open pathways to drive when Marcus Smart is around. Now watch him press up on Butler before switching on to Goodwin. Look at how he fights through the screen and keeps tracking Goodwin to the bucket, perfectly funneling him into DeAndre for the block. You just have to love his communication, his physicality, and the fact that he never dies on a screen and gives up on a play. Next, I want you to track Marcus Smart through this entire sequence, and I want you to pay close attention to how handsy, attentive, and smartly reactive he is to adapting to and harassing every new counter the Suns try to employ. Because this defensive possession in particular is the perfect snapshot of what a relentless and smart defender Marcus truly is. So who cares if he didn't score a single point when he's stopping the other team from scoring on their end as well? The Lakers have enough scorers, but what they don't have is enough professional defenders like this. Now, the biggest takeaway that I want you guys to get out of these clips from Marcus Smart is just how physical he is. How much contact he absorbs, how he almost welcomes and instigates that contact, and how he's able to leverage his broad bully ball frame to outmuscle guys and get them off kilter. And for better or for worse, with how physical and grimy he plays, you can see why Marcus Smart continually piles up knick-knack injuries. You can't turn the physicality off for him. And when you can combine this type of handsy physical play with truly engaged tracking, it's hard not to love what Smart brings to the table even when he's not recording a single real stat. And at this stage of his career, the defensive technique that he has, the smart awareness that he has, these are all such invaluable tools to a team that's looking to uphold any semblance of a defensive structure without having any real lockdown defenders. So there it is, the single greatest 0-point performance in NBA preseason history, brought to you by Lakers point of attack defender, Marcus Smart. Now obviously I'm saying all this in jest. Eventually Marcus Smart will take a shot, and eventually he'll hit a shot and he'll contribute in more ways than one for the Lakers. But I think the biggest takeaway we should get from Marcus Smart's debut is the fact that he is going to set the culture for the Lakers defensively from a communication, hustle, and motor perspective. At this point in his career, what Marcus Smart may lack from a foot speed perspective, he more than makes up for with regards to physicality. And I think this type of bulldog enforcer mentality is something that the Lakers desperately need. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. The best is clearly yet to come from Marcus Smart. We just hope that he can stay healthy. But what do you guys think about Marcus Smart's performance? Do you have high hopes for him? Do you have low hopes for him? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and most importantly, hit subscribe. This has been Jonathan Hernandez of the Lakers Legacy Podcast, and I will catch you guys next time.